Hey there, this is Laura Lynn with Keep Inking Up. I'm an independent demonstrator for Stampin' Up! In San Antonio, Texas. I know it's been a while since I've done a video, but I thought I would hop on and just give a quick tip on something that I've been doing lately to give my cards a little bit of extra oomph with some of the elements that I put on my card. So what I wanted to do was share with you what I do with some sentiments. I'm actually going to be using the Charming Sentiment stamp set, which is sadly retiring, and it does have a set of coordinating dies. So the tip that I'm going to share with you today works with any image that you have a stamped image for with coordinating dies. So I have stamped and cut the Hey There sentiment, just like you would normally would, and then I cut out 3 blanks of the same die cut. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use liquid glue to layer these to make a dimensional sentiment. And like I said, you can do this, use this tip on any image that you have die cuts for, and I will show you some samples at the end of this video. But I'm just going to use some liquid glue because that gives me some wiggle room time to get these lined up precisely. So you can see I'm just going to be building up a dimensional piece, kind of like a chipboard element that we used to use many years ago. So this is just going to give a substantial lift to whatever image you have. In this case, I am using a sentiment image. So finally, I'm going to put the stamped image on top. Okay. Just like that. I'm going to hold it down just to give it some time to dry a little bit. I have it all lined up. So hopefully you can see now I have a dimensional sentiment that I'm going to then put on my card. Oh, I did want to mention this is a great way to use up your scraps. I know we all have these scraps, and this is a great way to use up those scraps. I just used a little piece of with basic white that I had around. So anyway, I'm going to put this on a card. So I'm going to bring in a card base that I've already created, and I'm going to, again, use liquid glue to attach this to a card. I'm going to put it right there. And then just to finish off this card, I'm going to add a couple of our iridescent rhinestone basic jewels. I love these because they take on the color of anything that's in the project. I'm using my Take Your Pick tool. My putty end doesn't seem to be working, so let's go ahead and use the pick end. And I'll put a big one there, a medium, and a little one. And there is that fun little card. Hopefully you can see the dimension on that sentiment there. I do have a couple of other samples that I wanted to share with you so you can see how we used it. On this one, I did another one with the sentiment. I did this one with embossing and white embossing powder on the dark cardstock because I felt that went with the card better. Again, I did the dimensional, so hopefully you can see this. I hope you can see the dimension that has on the sentiment there. And again, I embellished with some adhesive back sequins, but isn't that a pretty card? You aren't limited to sentiments, though. You can use this tip with any images that you have. These are this is from another retiring set from the Dainty Delight stamp set. So again, hopefully you can see the dimension that I have. What I just did, I usually do either 3 or 4 blank layers below the stamped image. So this one was stamped and colored in. And again, this uses another sentiment from that Charming Sentiment stamp set that is retiring. I also use the retiring scalloped scalloped contours dies. So sad to see these go, but a really good background. Now this dimension is created using dimensionals, and you can certainly do that with the sentiments and your stamped images as well. But I like to do this to just creates a little more oomph for your stamped images. So I just wanted to get on and share that really quickly with you. I hope you found this tip helpful and that you'll give it a try with whatever stamps you have in your collection. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.